Hello everyone, this is Cycle Beast, and this is the fourth place match between Michael and Bakuryu. If you are a stream viewer, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. Hopefully there won't be any more. If you are a VOD viewer, I'm sorry about you missing the first 7 minutes of this. Rest assured that it hasn't been a terribly exciting game, and you can catch on pretty quickly to what's going on. Let's begin. Alright, so, Bakuryu, as a refresher, went with a really interesting economic style. He went for 4 hatcheries before gas, and then spammed up drones off of those 4 hatcheries until he could finally get his Hydralisk den done. So, he used the time until that happened to just make as many drones as possible, and then now that he has a lot of drones, he can make Hydralisk off of 4 hatcheries. And I think it was a really cool idea. It was a really thought out build. Really something he'll never be able to use again, but like for this context, it's going to work out really well for him. Meanwhile, Michael had 3 hatcheries, got a faster Hydralisk den, but hasn't really done anything with them yet other than a little bit of overload hunting, and is now getting his 4th hatchery at a 3rd base. Alright. So, Bakuryu has finished his lurker upgrade. Oh, I need to check one other thing just to make sure I am still on. No! Ah, damn it. Yo, great thing I checked. I was thinking, like, when I got back on, I was checking to see if I was online or not, and I totally was online. And I was like, okay, cool, TL didn't turn me off. But then it did turn me off in, like, the couple minutes between me checking that and me actually turning on my stream. So I'm back on TL again. Everything's fine. And Michael's going in, getting a couple of nice snipes off of those lurkers, but the but the speedlings are moving forward. Want to try to pick off some of those injured Hydralisks, since those lurkers did manage to do a bit of damage, but only managing to pick off 1 or 2. Good move by Michael to get those snipes, and also getting a lot of Zergling kills. Ooh. Did Bakuryu mess up? Uh-oh. What do you destroy? Do you destroy 2 Sunkens and Evolution Chamber? Or can they squeeze through this gap? Okay, they can. Alright. I thought he was gonna have to destroy 2 Sunkens and an Evolution Chamber because his super elite wall-in was a little bit too elite. Alright, 1-1 is done for Bakuryu, with 2-2 on the way, started simultaneously. Michael is at 1-0, but he has double evolution chambers, about to be 1-1, and then 2-1 a little bit after that. So Michael's just going to be a step behind any upgrades at pretty much any given time. If they both continue to upgrade, neither one of them is going to be able to change the difference in upgrades. Another hatchery going down for Bakuryu, going to bring him up to 5. Is Michael still on 4? No, he has thrown down an in-base hatchery. This was one of the most recent hatcheries he built. Interesting building his lair out here. I don't know about building a lair that far forward, but whatever. You know what? Honestly, like, as long as Michael has a decent army, Bakuryu's not going to be attacking straight up the front. A lot of the buildings that have been destroyed in this tournament have been destroyed through drops. So, why not put your lair out here? There's no way that Bakuryu would drop there. Anyway, Bakuryu trying to move across the ramp. He has a very large Hydralisk force. It's bigger than Michael's, but Michael had a better attack angle. That upgrade... No, it's not an upgrade advantage for Bakuryu, because Michael is engaging as soon as his 1-1 kicks in. So it's even, and Bakuryu, despite having more Hydralisks, is going to lose... or very close to losing. like, I think they were even numbers when Michael decided to retreat. Maybe he was fearful of reinforcements. Maybe his Hydralisks are just injured. Either way, Bakuryu came a lot closer to losing that than he should have. And it was nearly an even trade. A little bit of an advantage for Michael even, because he came in with less Hydralisks. But Bakuryu was busy, distracted by overlords, and when trying to cross the bridge, a little bit like that, where they were just getting into position while Michael was able to take shots. Lurker going down. He needs to keep that Overlord alive. No! The Overlord dies, and that Lurker just barely lives. Michael probably wouldn't have been able to deal with all these Hydralisks anyway. Maybe he can. It's still close, but oh, not going to be close much longer. Bakuryu's 2-2 now kicking in, and now Bakuryu can really start taking these engagements. Michael does retreat all the way back to the ramp. But that high ground advantage is not going to be enough for Bakuryu's more upgraded... Dang it. For Bakuryu's more upgraded Hydralisks. There we go. I really gotta... I can't remember which one's the lock button. I think it's this one. Yeah, okay. We're gonna lock that thing into place. Good. No more of that. Alright. So, Bakuryu now has his hive, getting his defiler mount. Very good. More upgrades and defilers. Gonna make it very hard for Michael to win an engagement. And Michael, is he on? No. He's on lair. He's getting... excuse me. He is getting his, drop. It's kind of reminiscent of, one of the first games we saw. Or at least I'm pretty sure it was the very first game. Where we had Dodie, who went drop. And we had Zeke, who went normal tech path. Ooh, Bakuryu also getting drop. You don't see that every day. Both players getting drop at the same time. But you saw one player getting drop and staying on lair tech, where the other player just went up to hive. And it really did not work out well for Dodie. Zeke was able to shut down all of that. So, we'll see how good Bakuryu can do against it. Maybe Michael could generate a little bit more. This map is going to be pretty hard to defend against drops from any angle. There's a lot of different angles to come in from. Alright. So, drop is done for Michael, and ooh, running through a little bit of lurker fire here. Bakuryu trying to attack this base, but it's going to cost him all of his lurkers before they get a shot off. But can the Hydralisks clean up? No. No, they cannot. Oh. Bad move by Bakuryu there. Distracted by his cat. Clearly, that's why that engagement happened. Because he like clicked down here, and then he was like, "Oh, the cat's distracting me," and he didn't realize that nothing good was going to come of that. All right. So, drop is now done for Bakuryu. I don't really know if either player is going to have a good opportunity to go for drop. And honestly, I'm kind of surprised Bakuryu spent his gas on that instead of a defiler. The defiler would be really nice right now, but I don't see one. There's one. He has a defiler. He doesn't have any Zerglings. Okay, he's now making a couple Zerglings. I was gonna say, he doesn't have any Zerglings to consume, which could be problematic. And Michael, going in for a drop, getting a lot of units down in Bakuryu's main. It's gonna be a good opportunity to use... Well, I was gonna say it's a good opportunity to use that defiler, but... No, not really. That's a lot of lurkers, not a lot of Hydralisks, so the defiler is not going to help very much. And, oh, Bakuryu. Bakuryu's gonna have a hard time figuring out a way. Oh, man. I don't think Bakuryu could save his main. I don't think Bakuryu can save his main. Oh, so many drones. So many drones. GG. He can't. Michael takes game 1. Alright. Oh yeah. I totally lost my connection to BattleNet through all the shenanigans. Gotta go get back in. Boom. Not a problem. Rep number 2 of Michael versus Bakuryu. Again, this is only a best of 3 where the winner gets $20. So, in the top position is Michael, now playing as orange. And in the bottom position is Bakuryu as red. There we go. So, shouldn't have Lurker first. Wait, what? I didn't catch that. I don't know what you're referring to. Like, I don't think the timing of his lurkers were that bad. Really didn't have a lot to do with that game. I don't know. Whatever. So, looks like Bakuryu going to the other end of the spectrum and getting a spawning pool. You saw him do this a little bit in the Technic series of he got beaten pretty badly, and then in the very next game he just says, well, I'm gonna go 9 pool. I think a 9 pool seems like a good option here. I think that's just a little bit of a desperate move from Bakuryu. Just, he doesn't feel like what he did last game has a chance of working. What? Alright. Michael with the hidden hatchery in his own base. I guess so that then the Overlord comes in and doesn't see it. He thinks... I don't know. It's like this map is Outsider. Why? It's like if I'm Bakuryu and I come in with my Overlord and I see only one hatchery here and not a whole lot of Zerglings, I'm thinking, oh, he expanded to a mineral only. And it's like, yeah, you tricked him into not thinking you expanded to a mineral only. But what good did that do you? Like, on a different map, it might make sense. I don't think it works on Outsider. But it doesn't matter, because he went 12 hatch versus Bakuryu's 9 pool. And now we get to find out whether Bakuryu has as nice of link control as Technics does. It's working so far. 2 drones. 2 drones? 3 drones? 4? Oh, wow. Oh man, Michael! For the 3rd time, loses 9 pool to 12 hatch. Oh man, I would be raging so hard right now if I was Michael. And how many times I got that build order loss. That same build order loss. Oh man, that's gotta be annoying. Alright. Next game. The final game of the 3rd/4th match. Bakuryu versus Michael on Jade. ZvZ. No Spire. Alright. In the top position is Bakuryu as the blue Zerg. And in the bottom position is Michael as the yellow Zerg. Okay. Like, this is the final match of the day. If I'm Michael, I'm not going 12 hatch. Like, I straight up, like, even if it means he just has to take an economic hit, I would be so angry if I lost the final game of the day and lost money because of 9 pool versus 12 hatch. I would just like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna let that happen. Yo, apparently I didn't attribute myself to the event correctly. Apparently I didn't turn on the stream again. God damn it. It should be good. I was on there for a second. Alright. So, it does look like Michael's not going... Excuse me. Looks like Michael's not going to be doing the 12 hatch. Apparently on the same thought pattern as me. Doesn't want to lose to that again. Bakuryu is going 9 pool though. So 9 pool versus over pool. And 6 things are on the way. Michael also has his speed started. Bakuryu got his speed started ever so slightly faster. But really pretty similar timings, with Michael having a couple of extra drones. Which I can count. Right? Boom. Yeah. I guess not a couple extra drones, just 1 extra drone at the moment. But in ZvZ that makes a huge difference. So, now both players, it looks like, are going to be expanding, expanding with their second hatchery, rather than building an in-base hatchery. I like that decision. Alright. But players with speed, similar Zergling numbers? About the same. And Michael's trying to get that surround. Trying to get that damage on the Lings, but couldn't quite pick one off. Dr. Bakuryu's keeping a couple out here. The Overlord sees them. I wonder if he was hiding them back here for potential backstab. I do love me some potential backstabs. Alright. The hatchery. Third hatchery for Bakuryu. Michael hasn't started his third hatchery. Should be coming up pretty soon though. We won't stay on 2 hatches for that long. And he has way too much money. He definitely should be getting one. There we go. Getting that hatchery. Yeah, the way featuring works on TL is, yeah, I'm a featured stream, so I'm under the featured stream section when I'm not doing anything. But when I'm casting an event, it doesn't list me twice, so it just puts me under the event I'm casting. So since I'm always casting an event and I'm never just kind of hanging out, it means that I'm a featured stream that is very rarely ever under featured streams. Alright. No, we have both players going for the arm race in terms of Zerglings. It looks like Michael has a couple of extra drones at this point. Yeah, it gets a couple extra drones here. Mostly because of that saturation at the natural. It's very nice right now. And he also has one extra set of Zerglings. So Michael, a little bit ahead in supply here. Ooh, but Bakuryu trying to get some snipes? Wow. Have you ever seen a more beautiful drone drill than that one? Like that Zergling was like running on top of a drone. But apparently drones' backs are very slippery. So it was just like staying in place as it ran. While being bombarded by acid. Or actually it's not acid, it's spikes. Spines. It just doesn't look at all like spines. Anyway, Bakuryu moving in. He's gonna get a I don't know. I think that it was a pretty close arc. Bakuryu had the better arc at the top. Michael had the better arc at the bottom. But now the Sunkens are coming in. That's going to help Bakuryu with more lings overall. And now the Sunken does drive Bakuryu's lings away, but they're only going into the main. Let's see it again. Michael, just a drone drilling fiend today. And boom, there's 3 lings gone. There's only 3 left. All of them injured? Yeah, all of them significantly injured. I don't think he's going to get another drone. I don't think he's going to get another drone. Or a drone at all. Yeah, with that many lings pursuing, there's no way. So, Bakuryu, after losing all those lings, is going to be forced to build a couple Sunkens. In case Michael does decide to go for the counterattack. Doesn't look like Michael's building too many lings of his own. He has a okay amount. Actually, is that going to be enough? It doesn't look like that much compared to the numbers we had, but when Bakuryu only has 8 lings, maybe it is. There's 4 more back in the base. Bakuryu started his lair and is now throwing down the double Evo chamber to block. I don't know, Michael does have significantly more lings, but 3 sunken colonies should be enough. Should be enough. Whoa. Cancel? We got cancels on the lair. Why? I don't know what Bakuryu saw that made him change his mind about that. I mean, it's obviously not a bad idea to get the Hydro Stand first in this game, but I don't know why he did it and then changed his mind to not do it. Anyway, Bakuryu really can't poke out right now, or at least he really shouldn't be poking out right now. Michael with significantly more lings here. And that seems like a pretty easy way to get stuck in an arc, just the way Michael's lings are positioned. Alright. We do have Bakuryu going for his 1-1 once again. But Michael's Hydralisks are also already out. And he has started his 1 attack. So kind of similar upgrade situation to how we had last game, where Bakuryu using that double Evo to get much better upgrades. Or not, excuse me, not in the last game, but in the first game. Ultimately, it didn't, well, ultimately in that game it didn't make a difference. That excuse me, that Bakuryu had the better upgrades. He was winning what? You serious? Are you serious, Michael? He has Sunkens. You can't sunken rush other Sunkens. That's not a thing. Like, is he just gonna do it to snipe the Evo Chambers? Elite Evo Chamber snipes? He can't do that already with the Hydralisks? I don't know, man. I think this is gonna be a really sick contain. The sickest of all contains. Alright. Can Bakuryu actually get far enough forward to see it? I don't think he's seen it yet. He got kind of far, but it was with Zerglings. Zerglings have pretty small vision ranges, like only this big. Ugh, man. So, there's going to be a contain set up here. Bakuryu's not going to be able to get out of it. Zero chance Bakuryu can get out of it. Bakuryu's actually moving forward. Okay, he knows. He knows that there's a contain starting. He knows he needs to get out now, or he will just not be able to. But he doesn't have enough stuff. That arc is too good. The arc is too good from... the arc is too good for Michael. I don't even know whose overlord that was that went down, but there goes one of Michael's overlords. The Sunken Colonies are coming in. The Sunken Colony now finished. Sunken Colonies a lot better versus Hydralisks than they are versus Zerglings. So the Sunken Colonies, will they be enough? Those 1-1 Hydralisks are chewing through Michael's Hydralisks. The other Sunken Colonies, not quite done yet, but they're not targeting the right one. They're not targeting the right one. The back one's the one that's finishing, and now 2 Sunken Colonies are up. But Michael, can he get reinforcements? He cannot get reinforcements there. Oh, man. And now the hatchery will be going down. Bakuryu did break out of it. Very nice. I didn't think he was going to be able to for a little while there, but no. Nope, Bakuryu's going to be able to be just fine. And I really thought the way that the game was going to go was Michael was going to set up a really sick contain here with lurkers and slunkens, and it was just going to be completely impenetrable. And then Bakuryu goes, welp, drop, and just drops all the stuff here. And then Michael, if he kills the drop, he wins. If he doesn't kill the drop, he loses. Man. This lack of the double Evo in these games is really hurting Michael in the engagements. The 1-1 Hydralisk is just doing so well. So well versus... the 1-0 Hydralisks, and you can see Michael's not getting another upgrade. Bakuryu can't get another upgrade until the lair finishes, and now he is. There's one, and the other one, there's the other one. So if Michael doesn't fix it soon, he's going to find himself 1-0 versus 2-2. And that's terrible. Alright. So, this hatchery's done for Bakuryu. And is Michael going to expand too? It's like he has his units in position to expand here, but they could just be trying to block this ramp. Keep Bakuryu attacking from only one angle. Alright, so Queen's Nest for Bakuryu, Lurker upgrade for Bakuryu. Gonna be going up to Hive, and yet again, we see that division. One player going Hive, one player going Drop. I guess we'll have to wait to see if Bakuryu goes Drop again like he did game 1, but I don't know, we see mixed results at this point. Some games the drops work out really well, sometimes the drops do not work at all. Alright. So 2-2 is about 60% done for Bakuryu. Man, I don't understand this. I guess Michael just has a lot more invested in lurkers. But I don't understand how Bakuryu can be ahead in tech and in upgrades and not have a significantly decreased army and expos. Ahead in tech, ahead in upgrades, ahead in expos. But I guess all of Michael's money went into 10 lurkers, which Bakuryu does not appear to. Oh no, Bakuryu has 10 lurkers, or 7. Stats. There we go. We need these to morph into lurkers, and then we can see. There we go. 7 lurkers compared to 9. 38 to 43. 45 to 24. Wow. Wow. Bakuryu almost double. Almost double the economy of Michael at this point. And he has better tech. And better upgrades. This is not looking good for Michael. It's about a... Oh man, it's a 30 supply lead. Oh, them Hydralisks. Them Hydralisks die fast. Well, Michael's gonna load up a drop. I don't know if he can load up a drop. He kind of needs to defend against this. This is a little bit of an issue right now. Gotta figure out a way to not die. I mean, 5 lurkers at the top of the ramp. That's a pretty good way. Oh man. This would be so sick if Michael was actually able to sneak out all these overlords while Bakuryu thinks that there's a huge army up here. Oh. Oh, fly over the interceptor. The overlord. The overlord sees. What's Bakuryu gonna do? Is he going to attack or is he gonna retreat? Attack or retreat? Attack, retreat! He's going to retreat. The overlords are flying in. Yeah, he's gonna lose a bunch of them if he drops here, but he's gonna lose a lot of units to the Sunkens. Oh man. Yeah, that was brutal, losing that many overlords. I think there were 3, and most of those overlords were filled. So this drop a control group of Hydralisks weaker than it should be right now. But he does have all of his units burrowed. They're in a pretty good position. He's actually trying to change now. The Hydralisks are moving forward. Michael, oh, Michael didn't pull back with the Hydralisks. His lurkers were not in that fight as much as they needed to be. And Michael, GG's. Bakuryu taking a little bit of an upset there, defeating Michael, because a lot of people thought Michael would do really well. And winning 2-1, getting himself $20. Alright. Alright.